Acceptance-led studio emerges as a brand shaped by cultural awareness, adaptability, and a clear commitment to long-term value. Founded in Berlin in 2022, it quickly positioned itself on the international stage, combining a contemporary aesthetic with a deeper focus on identity, functionality, and meaning. Rather than following conventional fashion cycles, the brand builds in collections around versatility and emotional relevance, through adjustable fits and culturally inspired prints, and a design approach that responds to diverse bodies and contexts. Sustainability is not treated as an add-on, but a structural principle, guiding sourcing, production, and product lifecycle. Let's now take a closer look at Acceptance-led studio. Well, thank you so much for being here and for being part of the 080 Barcelona Fashion Connect.
Thank you for having me. I'm very excited.
Thank you. Acceptance-led studio was founded in Berlin in 2022 and quickly debuted at Seoul and Berlin Fashion Weeks. What strategic vision drove the creation of the brand, and what market gap were you aiming to address?
It was a whirlwind of a year. Where it was a basement studio in Kreuzberg in Berlin, and after speaking with the Fashion Council Germany and building relationship with them, I was given the opportunity to debut. But at the same time, I was in a unique position of living and existing in two very powerful cities, culturally very significant cities. So we reached out to Seoul Fashion Week and we started operating in between. And that led to us designing and approaching what we were offering from wider perspective, what we could learn from two different markets, and bridging the gap in between as well. This can be in marketing language as well, developing that language, but at the same time, it can be very specific and technical. How are we going to fit like a different sizing, different bodies? How are we going to accommodate that? Customer tendencies between two very different places. So this was not so much of a one-time, one solution experience, was more so of a gradual understanding and learning and trying different solutions and see what sticks in order to fill that gap. Yeah, so it's still an ongoing story. Now that we are positioned in Barcelona, it's also a different experience. And, I think that's what makes us unique.
Sustainability is positioned as a long-term commitment rather than a trend. What concrete measures are you implementing in sourcing, production, and life cycle thinking to ensure lasting value?
Okay, I think it will be helpful to just go back to a little bit of my history in fashion.
Sure.
When I was in school and when I was building professional experience, circularity was not so much in the conversation. It was something that I was starting to learn about, and what catapulted me into this current trajectory is having participated in a design academy program for emerging designers run by Von Hub Berlin and Zalando. And during that period, I learned about different business models and different innovators that are out there, what you can do as a fashion company and a fashion creative to make our industry circular. And of course, you can do everything. I want to do everything, but you can't. And one thing that I can manage to do and realistically implement now is monomaterial approach.
Okay.
It's nearly impossible with our current technology to regenerate textile if the mixture of fiber is from above a certain percentage, and that percentage is actually very low. So, okay, let's think about this first. keep our material up to 80% to a mono material. So if you're just using cotton, it's going to be 100% cotton. If it's going to be polyester, it's going to be 100% polyester. So it can be recycled, regenerated. Above that, I use quite a bit of print. So how are we going to do print? So we found partners that has environmentally friendly
Okay.
printing technology to do so, and we're implementing more so. We're changing things with our packaging at the moment, and the next range, so upcoming collection, will move closer to that our monomaterial usage target, and also communicate this um, clearer in our marketing language as well. I think we need to make circularity sound attractive.
Yeah.
I think issue here is that oftentimes it is used as a marketing language. We're good for the planet, so choose us. But average customers are thinking about how it will feel on their body, how it's going to make them feel. So it's developing that language, the marketing language around circularity is another thing that we are aware of and actively working on. So it's a multifaceted
Yeah.
an issue that we're addressing.
And now you were talking about bodies.
Mm-hmm.
Adjustable fits and culturally meaningful prints are key elements of your collections. What role does these features play in strengthening emotional connection and brand differentiation?
Yeah, definitely. I was never a print person. I was never a print queen in school. During my work years, print was not my center. But okay, so let me talk about print first, I suppose. Uh, I see it as mood board. I see it as a tarot card I'm drawing. It's accumulation of my influences, my um, inspiration of that very season, more so of that time of my life that I put out this body of work out to the world. And I'm seeing that mood board on someone's body and it living in someone's closet and and seeing that being blended into someone's life is that's just one approach that I'm having. So that's why there's an emphasis on print usage and print design. And adjustable fits is something that we are pushing and we are thinking more in depth, moving towards moving forward. Um, this came from having conversation with customers and also friends. I mean, I create predominantly women's wear forward garments, and simple question: how does your body feel when you're going through a period cycle, or like how did you feel after your injury? What what restricts your movement? What frees your movement? This on
That's a really interesting
yeah,
approach,
yeah.
actually.
Yeah, because I mean, at the end of the day, I'm a cis male, and if I'm dressing predominantly woman, then I think you have to have this conversation. How else are you going to understand? So we started introducing some elements here and there. The one example is it's a very simple thing, but um, the spaghetti top are
Yeah, the straps.
make it adjustable because your body changes and I don't want to stop wearing this because
Yeah,
like my
because
size
of the
is bigger
straps or
now
something.
or
Yeah.
whatever. So like, and that was like the beginning point. Aha, this is serving our
Yeah, we need to
customer as
have that
well.
in
Yeah.
mind.
So there will be more, definitely, and that's why I'm focused on that more so than making a loud bang. Nice fit, adjustable, so that it can evolve and grow with you, as opposed to being a one-time thing. Yeah.
And in an industry that is driven by rapid trend cycles, you advocate for authenticity and timelessness. How do you maintain commercial competitiveness while deliberately avoiding fast fashion dynamics?
It's such a hard hustle, especially now. We are seeing this hyper acceleration of trends with ultra fast fashion
Yeah.
on the rise. But at the same time, I think I benefited, and also I think we as collective can benefit from shift perspective.
We are more aware, maybe.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, of course, you're not going to please everybody, but at least within what I can do, which is my baby, my acceptance letter, um, I think more about how this is going to live and evolve with them. And this is tough because you can implement certain elements, certain cuts might be too much. Maybe this will go out of fashion very soon. So I have my collection range, but things that I'm putting out commercially, what the people respond to the most, I think about it existing in their closet for a long time. And how can I design and put in features that will foster emotional durability? It's a relationship building. I mean, let's say I have this stupid little T-shirt I bought in Tokyo when I was 16. I still have it. I love it so
Wow,
much.
that's nice.
And I started asking people, so it's, this sweater of yours, this pants of yours, they're not expensive per se, but why do you have this in your closet? Why do you love this so much?
It's like personal
Oh,
treasures.
yeah, yeah. And having that conversation, um, and also I learned about different business models that very much centers around emotional durability and how strong and impactful it is. So it's a very tricky thing, but a lot of it is built on this conversation and thinking about what serves most people for longer periods at a time. Yeah, that's I would like to point out that it is an ongoing conversation as well. I feel like a lot of things I'm saying is an
Yeah,
ongoing
let's keep the
conversation.
conversation going,
Yeah,
of
yeah.
course.
But yeah, it's I think if you do more so of that, then easier it is to pivot people away from seeing garment and fashion as this quick consumables and more so something you cherish.
And let's talk about your debut. Since your international debut in 2023, how has the brand evolved in terms of target markets, distribution channels, and brand equity?
Um, Interesting wild journey. uh, as a very beginning part of our conversation, like being positioned where we are, gave us a very unique perspective, like seeing how Korean market works, and that expanded us to seeing like how does Chinese market functions, or like how does Japanese market function? What do they like? What are the buyers looking for? But at the same time, like working in Europe, what do they want? And even EU is a European Union as a whole. It's a very diverse place, and in every member state, every culture zone has different preference, right? So seeing what works, what would serve our community first, was our form of solution, and now we are like finding balance
Okay.
over time and seeing it perceived positively in different pockets of the world. And it's like we're gaining more data
Okay.
to do so and see like how we can make it work in like geographically wide map that we're working with. And that gave us strength. So like that helped us build retail partners, um, like production partners, like marketing PR partners in many different parts of the world, right? And while having our creative hub in Barcelona now, so the growth that we managed to achieve in past 3 years is, yeah, sometimes I can't quite.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I mean it's just
Let me put this word. It's
there's so much
amazing.
more. Yeah, yeah. And I'm just excited to keep going and keep growing.
That's really nice.
And while the aspiration is going global, I mean, who doesn't in this day and age? But at the same time, it is growth of our community, the people that we'll feel resonated with, we have good chemistry with, and then we work with them, we do business with them, regardless of whatever their discipline is. And then it's expanding and in a direction that we see as authentic and healthy. And yeah, I have to say I'm quite pleased.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for this super insightful conversation.
Thank you so much.
And for getting to know us Acceptance Letter.
Wow, thank you.
Acceptance Letter Studio is shaping a model that balances creative expression with strategic growth. By expanding internationally while maintaining a clear design philosophy, the brand continues to strengthen its position across different markets and audiences. Its approach demonstrates that competitiveness does not require speed, but clarity, offering collections that are adaptable, meaningful, and built to last beyond seasonal cycles. More than a brand, Acceptance-led Studio reflects a way of approaching fashion with intention, where identity, flexibility, and responsibility define value.